So I just made a video where I feel like the media and agendas have won in pitting black ethnicities against each other instead of us uniting. And then what transpired over the course of this weekend just kind of reiterated those feelings for me. Not more so in the black ethnicities, just in the more so that companies or people or agendas can pit us against each other. And it's like, for what? Now the situation that I'm going to be talking about is the Bria Jones, the makeup company Tarte, Finnata, and the Niké situation. But before I get into this video, 99% of my watch time is from people that are not subscribed. So if you do enjoy the commentary analysis that I give with this video, maybe you can give me subscribe, and if not, I wish you your best in your future endeavors. So we need to go back to Finnata and Pyrex. Now you might be wondering what Pyrex is. Pyrex is Tupperware, and Finnata is a content creator. Now Finnata is not a content creator that I watch, so I can't really give you a full analysis on that, but she had a popular TikTok with this other person, Amber, and it involved Pyrex Tupperware. And it was so popular that Pyrex reached out to Finnata in order to do a collaboration. It was going to be around $5,000, but at the end of it, they backed out. And Finnata felt a certain type of way, and she asked for some camaraderie within the black community to not support Pyrex. And people are like, sure, that's what you're supposed to do if someone wrongs us for no reason. So Finnata felt a certain type of way by Pyrex. Keep that in mind because it's going to make a lot more sense later in this video. Now also things we need to know before going into this. The makeup company Tarte has a history of being anti-black and not supporting of black women. So keep those things in mind. So Tarte had an influencer brand trip, and on this brand trip they invited Bria Jones, and Bria Jones is a black makeup influencer if you didn't know who she was. Normally I would never be commenting on that, but so on this trip Bria felt that she was not treated the same. She had a different itinerary, her room was smaller, and she wasn't even invited to the racing event. She was only invited to the practices. So essentially the white influencers got more than she did, and she felt a certain type of way, and she just did not like the treatment or the energy that she had. So she made a video about it, knowing that they may potentially harm brand deals with Tarte in the future. So that happened, and then a few days later she made an apology video, and a lot of people feel like that stemmed from signing a contract to go on that brand trip, where you probably have an NDA where you're not allowed to say anything bad about them or on the trip in general. That's why I feel like she backtracked from her statement. But then this kind of rolls into the Finnata situation. So remember, Finnata felt a certain type of way when Pyrex treated her wrongly. But Tarte, the makeup company, hits up her, Niké, and Anel to be a last-second flyout to Miami to replace Bria. And we all know what this is. Well, at least I know what this is. This is Tarte trying to do damage control because they know they're going to be under hot fire. First off, the CEO of Tarte, Maureen Kelly, came up with this bullshit apology while she was doing a get ready with me. Came up with the typical bullshit apology where all they do is denounce the situation and gaslight the person to be like, oh, I would never want to put someone in uncomfortable situations. I would never want them to feel unwelcome and all of that. And usually the people the apology isn't made for eats that up as, it's like, oh my god, I'm so glad you're able to be vulnerable and apologize like that, knowing damn well we all know it's BS and it's just to save face. So then they saw that Finnata had a situation with Pyrex, so they were like, maybe if we can get her to come, then we can look good to some people that don't know about our past or situation, and we could bring more attention like that. And that was their game plan. But not only did that happen, but then Finnata and Niké doubled down on not caring about Bria Jones' situation because they start making videos and going on live denouncing Bria and saying she overreacted, she was a misunderstanding, and it just is flat out not supportive of someone when you wanted to support yourself in Finnata's circumstance. And it's just cooning to the max, and it's like how I brought up with them putting us against each other. Instead of realizing that you were not even picked first, you were the last option and they just picked you, so they were able to have, hey, we have black people here. Hey, we're not racist. We're treating them right. Instead of you seeing that, you saw the opportunity to have this one bag and you took it and you wanted to run with it. But what is damaging is you tarnished your image with people. People are not going to look at you the same. One minute you're asking for the help of the community when Pyrex does you wrong, but in the next breath you're denouncing Bria and saying you just had a misunderstanding and you don't get it. And that's what I mean. There's no unity. It's always, if I can get the bag, then it don't matter what anyone else has. And it's like you showed your true colors. For what? For a company that doesn't give a fuck about either one of you, and they have won now because you cooning for them. They're getting the press from the Pyrex situation, so they might get more people because you saw how you were treated, and your fans might not know about that situation and become fans of them. Then the heat's off of them because now we're all talking about this situation and not talking about the brand trip. And it's just the way they pit us against each other, it's like they win every time. And when are we gonna wake up and realize that we need to stick together? If a brand wrongs one black person, they're probably gonna wrong another one. We need to take a stand and stop doing this shit. But yeah, this is what I really wanted to talk about. It's just like, I really want us to get unity as a people, but we keep cooning against each other or going against each other or willing to put each other down for the bag. And it's like, when are we gonna take a stand? When is enough enough? But as you know, if Chris Cadence, I'm gonna give you guys hip hop or pop culture news when it's there. So make sure to subscribe, turn the notification bell for all my videos so you can like and participate in the comment section. This Chris Cadence, I'm out this motherfucker.